Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Gregtech Community Edition Unofficial. Last time we got our lovely clean room up here, so we could start getting some of our EV circuits made up. I did make an additional two more here, because we're making actually a pretty important machine here today, to be able to get a little bit further in progression, which is our vacuum freezer. It requires 3 of the processors, so I did have to whip up 2 more. 1 of the frost-proof aluminum casings, 3 HV electric pumps, and some gold cables. Got all of the other parts that I need whipped up for it too. So we got our vacuum freezer, our aluminum casings, our input and output holes, all of it's done. So what I want to get it done with is we're going to have to come over here, and I need to move this out of the way for now. I do want to try and do something to the effect of this. Put it like 2 block space away. We're going to get I want the energy input. Let's do the maintenance right here, right in front. Then I want my casing, just like so. We're going to put our MV input hatch right there. Going to build up our casing. And then what I would like to do is we need a input. I want to match it up right here, so we're just going to go up there. Want to do the output hatch right there. Let's get this casing in right there too. Let's do the liquid input hatch on this side. Combustion generator needs to go right here, and we'll flip that around real quick. And then we just have to put the item output, which I'd also like over here, but we'll just put it right there. And then our last 2 casings. 1 more. There we go. That should. Says it's incomplete. Why is that? We have an input and output. Does it not like it being on top? Just switch it that way. Alright, we're going to have to do a little bit of trial and error here. Let's see about this. Get those down over here, maybe. Output right there. Oh, it's not on the bottom, that's why. Derp. We want this pointed a different direction. We need that down there. Flip it around. Need to put that right there. On that one and on that one. Now if I put these blocks back here, it should assemble it. Yeah, so it was just I had that in the wrong spot. Now we got to go ahead and do our maintenance on there. So let's go ahead, grab out all of these tools here. Then we need to get an open hand. Click that spot. Let's go get the rest of those tools. I still think it's kind of funny that you have to like use a saw in there as well. We just need our soft mallet hammer right there. let's go finish taking care of it. Looks like, yep, maintenance is done. Now we do need to do one more thing. I need to mix up aluminum, iron, and chrome to make some Kanthal. So the Kanthal is done with a circuit of 1. You need chrome, aluminum, and iron dust, 1 each. So dump all those in there. It'll start mixing up some Kanthal for us. Let's go get these other items put away for a second. And yeah, I need the rest of that. Get those shoved on into here. Put those away for now. And now I just wanted to move some item pipes as well. So let's see. I don't want to be touching the items. I think they are hot enough to burn you. But I have no idea, so I would rather just test out moving it over with some item pipes. I just need my wrench so we can hook it on up. And now let's grab our Kanthal out. Dump it on into the input. Take that out. So putting this into the blast furnace with nitrogen will speed it up to 34 seconds. I have my nitrogen here, so we got plenty of that. Dump in our Kanthal, and then we got to grab our screwdriver out so we can dump in to each of these tanks. Okay, so this has probably got to finish through the stainless steel it was working on beforehand, so I'm going to want to take a look at this. Probably actually just do something like that. Three, two, one. There's our stainless steel. Now I should be able to just do that. And as soon as this finishes up its first one here, we should it's working on it. Got our first Kanthal ingot. Awesome. So now this is something that we do need. I'm not going to shove a ton of it in there. Probably actually do need to, because we need to start rolling these out into plates. So from there, to be able to actually fully upgrade our machines, let's go ahead and make sure this quest is complete so we can actually get it ticked off. From there, we need to make these. We can make install or dictionary filter. Huh. That would actually be a pretty good thing to do. Okay, but we need to make these Kanthal coils. Apparently it's not recognizing that I picked up some ingots yet. So, to make the Kanthal heating coils are a major next step in progression. This increases the temperature of your blast furnace to 2,700 or 2,700 K. I'm wondering if they actually have it in Kelvin or not. But allowing you to process new materials. This also accelerates less hot recipes. Check the... What the heck just happened? Hello? Please tell me that's like thunder. This looks all fine. Any explosion sounds are so not cool. Okay. So with these, we do need to make ourselves this next one. You need 128 ingots. It says which will easily take over an hour. You can move on to other projects while you're like the blast furnace is hard at work. So we do, it does say we need, oh yes, for sure, we do need quite a bit. And then what is this, copper? Let's go ahead and see how much we got. Basically 2 full stacks. So what if we do 29 times 3? We got nowhere near enough. So we're gonna have to go find some more chrome, which I believe I can get if I go grab some of my red garnet. I know I have in here. Maybe? Let's look that up. Chrome. So we got centrifuge. Electrolyze the ruby. Does that also have a... No, it does not. I don't know if I have any ruby. Centrifuge. Kanthal. Ruby slurry. Nichrome. Stainless steel. Vanadium steel. Looks like just ruby, which I don't know if I have any set up in here. Let's go check down here. It's gonna look red for sure. There? Nope. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to go gather something that's gonna give me some chrome. Because there's no way I have near enough. I could centrifuge this again. But we're gonna need the stainless steel too at some point here. So I don't think that's the best idea. Yeah, from the looks of it, I got just a little over 1 stack, and we need 2. So, let's go check the lower chests again one more time. Don't have any over there. Nothing in that one. Yeah, nope. So I guess I'm gonna have to go grab some ruby, and I'll be back after I grab that. Let's check to see if I have any in any of these chests. Doesn't look like it. Only other possible place would have been over here, but I did move everything out of these chests already. So I'll be back after I grab myself some ruby. Alright, we're just getting back here from our short little ruby expedition. I need to get over to one of our macerators. Start crushing that up. So we can get that processed the way we need to. Now looking at it, I don't know if there's any... So we do get some chrome if we wash it. The only problem is we are so backed up right now. Still with our... processing, especially because I've run out of water now. So I'm gonna have to grab this off here and go reattach it down there. Really need to get some of those infinite water upgrade stuff to be able to... What the heck? But I need some of those infinite water upgrades to be able to actually have that function like I want to. It'll take a bit before that's going to happen. I did want to get these ores dumped somewhere else, so that we've got them out of the way. Get our stuff here. Somewhere else. That's there. That goes there. Don't remember, but I think I did bring up my stone already. Yep. So I should be able to just dump all of this out and put it all away. Looks like we also filled our andesite container. But with that, let's see, you got 25 of them whipped up again, so we got 47 so far. Let's see what we got. Got 12. So if we come over here, I'm gonna grab this, and then I want to grab my cauldron over here and just fill up all the buckets of water that I got. And I will get some of that stuff washed up, and we'll be right back after I got a couple more pieces washed up. Alright, we got the first 18 pieces washed up, and looking at it, it was electrolyzed to get ourselves some more of the chrome. We're gonna have to just dump this oxygen out so that it doesn't clog up the machine. We're gonna get little pieces of chrome throughout this. Don't know how many it's really gonna yield us in the long run here. We need to go get some more iron and what's the other one? In the mixer with aluminum. Which that's the thing, is I got tons of aluminum, I got tons of iron. It's chrome that's the problem. So I just let those keep going, and we're gonna start assembling some of those coils. May not get them done by the end of the episode, all of them, but we'll get close. So let's look up our Kanthal. Kanthal. Coils, right there. So, for each of these, we need 8 aluminum foil, and we need 8 of the 2X wires. So I'm going to go toss it into the wire mill over here. Sure it's not outporting. And we will let those do their thing there. $57. It's 32. Same thing here. Make sure it's not exporting. We'll be back when those materials are all done. I'm going to go melt some copper down and get it ready for assembling too. Here we are with our first set of these Kanthal things being made. I do think it did not require a circuit. So 8 of each of those, 1 bar's worth of copper, will yield us our first Kanthal. Come over here and drop those in there. Come back to our first Kanthal coil. I was doing the math in the head, so it does do 10 plus an additional 6, so 16. So it is going to take a full half stack to upgrade 1 blast furnace, and then if you want to upgrade the second one, it's going to take even more. There's part of the problem. I can come down. I know I grabbed some more of these. Get those going. Craft it up to get over in here. It did not craft all of them, just one. Okay. Pop those in here. Should be able to just dump. Clear that out. And get all of this into our electrolyzer here. Keep dumping this oxygen. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to have enough to get all of it whipped up properly. I know we're getting pretty close. Got 8 of them, half of them made up. We'll start mixing that. But even if I come back over here now, we're only to about 1.5 stacks of this stuff done. Not even actually, because we gotta get 2 more full stacks of this out, and we don't even have a full stack yet. So I will be back after that is complete. Alright, we're finishing up the last of these wires here, and we should be able to get the last couple coils to be able to replace our machine. Going to be upgrading this one over here just because that's going to be the one that we use for further machines. I don't think there's any other real use that we have for the Kanthal either, besides just making the coil blocks. So what I kind of want to do is we're going to pull that out so that once it finishes with the one it's on, it'll stop. Because I also want to see if it does speed up the recipe like it says it should. So right now it takes 17 seconds. Even though I swore it said, yeah, this is 30. So I don't know how we're cutting the time in half already without doing anything for that. Anyways, there's our 16 pieces. Let's go ahead and take out our diamond drill and go all of this open. This will make the one next to it unfunctional right now, which is not something I care too much about. I might actually reuse those parts for something entirely different. But that's going to give us Nice. So now if I put the things in there, it says it's only going to take 17 seconds again. The higher heat capacity. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that we're already getting like a boost for it being high voltage, quote unquote. I'm not entirely sure. But that does finish this quest here. And this one will let us start making some of our medium voltage superconductors, which we just got to look at what the recipe is for those ingots. We need boron and manganese, or magnesium instead of manganese. Okay. So that'll make us those wires. And then supposedly I can get into this nichrome. But that one probably needs some chrome, doesn't it? Yeah. We need nickel and chrome. So that's actually probably a much cheaper recipe to do and to get into right away. This one increases temperature of the blast furnace to 3600 K. Despite not being required yet, it is still a good idea to upgrade a primary EBF for the sweet coil bonus. So definitely will get this stuff set up so that I can have it upgraded for next time, because this will be much nicer. I can actually upgrade both of the blast furnace with that to give the recipe bonus for time, so that we're not using so much time to craft all of this stuff up, and it will actually help me get through to being able to craft the high voltage superconductors, and then I can start using the high voltage machines with no power loss, which will feel really nice, because then I can actually start switching everything to high voltage so everything runs faster. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me for this episode today. You guys all have a good day. Bye!